They call her the Royal Rock, the unsinkable princess. For over 7 decades, through every family crisis and national upheaval, Princess and has been the picture of unwavering, stoic duty. But tonight, that rock is facing a wave of heartbreak so profound, insiders are whispering just 4 devastating words. This changes everything. What could possibly shake the foundation of the hardest working royal? And what does it mean for a monarchy already standing on fragile ground? If you believe the truest royal stories are those of quiet strength and human resilience, you are home. Welcome to Royal Report 24/7. And if you want to understand the real impact of this heartbreaking development, to follow a story that goes deeper than headlines, make sure you're with us. Subscribe to Royal Report 24/7 and tap the like button right now. Sharing this story helps us bring you these vital human reports. Now, let's understand the quiet storm. According to sources close to the Princess Royal, a deeply personal and private matter has come to a head. A situation so serious, it has forced this most dedicated of public servants to drastically and immediately scale back her legendary schedule. We're not talking about a minor illness or a brief respite. The language being used is different. It speaks of a fundamental shift, a reordering of an entire life built on service. To understand why this is so seismic, you must first understand the legend of Princess Anne. In a family often defined by drama, she is the antithesis. The daughter who inherited her mother's iron sense of duty and her father's gruff pragmatism. While others sought the spotlight, she sought the work. Over 500 engagements a year, well into her 70s. A lifetime total that dwarfs every other royal. She is the monarchy's backbone, its most reliable, uncomplaining engine. So, when that engine suddenly stalls, the entire institution feels the shudder. The details, as they have been cautiously relayed by concerned insiders, point not to a failing within the princess herself, but to a crisis surrounding her. The heart of the matter, it is suggested, lies with her beloved children, Peter and Zara Tyndall, and their young families. While no official statement confirms anything, the whispers point to a serious, ongoing health situation involving a grandchild. A private battle that requires, as one source painfully put it, a grandmother's full-time presence, not a princess's part-time attention. Imagine the weight of that conflict for a woman like Anne. On one side, a lifetime vow to the crown, to the nation, to the memory of her parents. On the other, the primal, irresistible call of family, of a child who needs her. For a woman who has always chosen duty, this is the one force that could finally make her choose differently. This is the heartbreaking pivot, the everything that has changed, and the ripple effects are immediate and severe. The king, our sources say, is personally devastated for his sister and for the monarchy. Charles relies on and more than the public will ever know. She is his confidant, his staunchest defender within the family, his most trusted lieutenant. With his own reign complicated by health and scrutiny, the loss of his most dependable pillar is a strategic and emotional blow from which he may not quickly recover. Furthermore, this crisis exposes the fatal flaw in the slimmed-down monarchy model. The entire concept relied on a core of dependable, high-capacity seniors. The king, the Princess Royal, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh. With one of those pillars now necessarily stepping back, the strain on the others becomes immense, even dangerous. Who fills the gap? The Prince of Wales is already carrying a historic burden. The younger working royals cannot match his pace or her unique, hard-won authority. This isn't just a missing person on the roster. It's a loss of irreplaceable institutional memory and grit. But the tragedy deepens when we consider Anne's own nature. To step back from duty will, ironically, be its own kind of torment for her. This is a woman who, after being shot at in a kidnapping attempt, famously complained about the disruption to her schedule. For her, work is not an obligation, it is identity. To have that identity stripped away by circumstances beyond her control is a psychological wound few can comprehend. The insider's phrase, "this changes everything," doesn't just refer to the royal calendar. It refers to the very soul of the Princess Royal. This moment also throws a harsh, unforgiving light on the other side of the royal family. While one princess steps back for the most selfless of family reasons, the ghost of other, more self-centered departures hangs in the air. The contrast is stark and unspoken, but felt in every palace corridor. True sacrifice versus self-interest. So what does the future hold? The monarchy must now navigate a prolonged period without its most reliable workhorse. Engagements will be canceled or passed to less experienced royals. The public will begin to notice the absence of that familiar, no-nonsense figure at county shows and military ceremonies. The king's inner circle will feel the absence of his most candid advisor. But more than that, we are witnessing a profound human story, a legend in her twilight, facing a battle that no amount of royal training can prepare you for. The woman who dedicated her life to the public eye is now retreating into the most private of struggles. This is more than a news item. It is an inflection point. The unshakable has been shaken. The permanent fixture is, for the first time, fragile. And in that vulnerability lies a heartbreaking truth about family, duty, and the ultimate price of a life lived in service. Stories like this remind us that behind the titles and the tiaras, these are human beings facing life's gravest challenges. If you want to follow Princess Anne's journey with the respect and depth it deserves, please stay with us. Help us build a community that values substance over scandal. Subscribe to Royal Report 24/7. Like this video to support our work, and share it with those who understand that the most compelling drama is often the quietest. We will be here, watching and reporting with care. Thank you.